Wogue. Hi, y'all. Hello.
Hi, everybody.
Hello, I have a lovely Jarbles with me.
Hi.
Speaking of which, you should go check her out.
Don't fucking shout me out. Hi,
Too
Triton.
late. You're too
You
late.
bitch.
Glad I am happily one in this case. Biting
Oh, yeah,
you?
fair.
Why am I getting bitten? Oh, that reminds me, I forgot a piece of stream that helps me see y'all. Oh shit, I may need to redo this entirely. Username. I do need to save it entirely because I'm under a new name. Wow. Control Shift F9. There we go. Hold on, I need to make sure that this is working in test. Awesome, it works. Sick, I can see y'all. This is good news. Excellente. Hello, everyone. Hope y'all doing good. Hello, Devi. Hello, Triton. And hi, Jar. Because, I haven't said hi to you at all already. I thought that today we are going to be doing something and now for something completely different. Um if you didn't know, I do a little thing called editing. Barely. I used to do it a lot more than I have. And my good friend, old pal, my good sis, old pal, old good old friend, buddy, Jarbles.
I'm not old.
All is a term of phrase, I'll have you know.
I'm
Silence.
aware. I am making you regret using it.
Stream can't hear you. Goodbye. You're muted. On stream. Oh.
This fucked up.
They can hear you now again. Anyways,
Chat, I'm being bullied.
I am
This is my
silencing her.
we're
I have
we're
that
doing
power.
this in my own server. This is my own VC that we're in.
Yeah, and it's my own stream that I can click mute on Discord
Yeah,
audio.
yeah, 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 yeah. Uh-huh.
Wait. Anyways, before I was so rudely interrupted, um, I used to edit a lot, and um, my good old buddy, old friend, old pal, old sis Jarbles here wants to do so, and she's been saying she's going to for months and hasn't,
Mm-hmm.
which is perfectly fine because she has other things to do, like a job and other shit, so I don't blame her.
I do kind of have one of those,
You
yes.
kind of have like a good job and you kind of do great at streaming because you're based in Epic like that. So,
Don't
Nope,
say
nope,
that.
nope, nope. You don't get to deny it. And
Uh,
I am going to show her how I edit and show uh the entire fucking internet, I guess, too, how I edit. So shit like subtitles and the whole works and this and that. 2 plus 2 equals 4, you get it. Um, let's see. There's a couple clips I can choose from. Actually, not that many. There is. Let's see. Hmm. Trying from the entire internet. Did you know that Bruno Mars are gay? What?
True.
That's insane. Does Bruno Mars is gay? I had no idea. Chat, I'll have you know, a goose hissed at me yesterday, and I did the only valid response back, which was to hiss at it back. Yeah. Anyways, I'll have y'all know that.
Fair response.
The only valid response. Unless I got a time machine, that content is. What?
What?
Wait a fucking minute here. If I simply change. Oh, thank God. Okay, that's interesting. So my name change screwed up all of the past clips links, but if I change four-sided hexagon into Arilyx VT, then they work. This is amazing.
Huh.
Does Arilyx is gay also? Yes, I is also gay.
Yeah.
This bunny on top of me is also gay.
Very.
We both have two girlfriends. Isn't that wild?
Mm-hmm.
We should make out with them sometime. Make out with our girlfriends, that is.
I would fucking love to. But one of them, it lives 14 hours north of me, and the other lives like 50 hours north of me.
Well, one of
And
mine.
across the border.
One of mine is in Texas, and the other one is halfway across the fucking planet. So you know.
Yeah.
You know what? This one seems also like a good one here. All right. So, tie all four girlfriends up by their arms and spin them around and kiss them. This sounds like a good idea. Merry-go-round of girlfriend.
That's not a good idea for Cackle.
Why not?
She very much prefers to be the one to tie others up.
Oh,
not to
yeah,
be the
you're
one
right.
Tied up.
You're right. All right. Does Cackle get motion sick? That is a good question.
I don't know, actually.
Either way, though, Jarbles isn't wrong. I am going to import media.
Yeah,
I am going to get my clip.
Strictly a top dom.
Yes. Change project's frame rates. Don't change. The first thing I'm going to do is going up into File and Project Settings, and I'm going to crank that timeline frame rate all the way up to 60. It's also going to put the frame rate up to 60 and change. That is going to be optimal. Because it starts at 24, which is fucking stupid.
Yes, rather.
Drag my clip into here, and the first thing I'm gonna do is go into audio. Oh, if you see this little thing, oh shit, I'm blocking it, aren't I?
Hold on.
I'm blocking it. I'm gonna disappear for a second so you can see what's behind me.
Okay.
Bunny floating. There is this little up and down arrow around my mouse. If you click that, you're going to see your entire audio profile.
Okay, I do not have that up and down arrow.
This thing right here on your clip when you dragged it down.
Where did I? Oh, I see it. I understand.
Mm-hmm.
Now I see. Yeah.
Yes. That is going to be very, very nice. Let me get back into. I'm back from the Shadow Realm. Okay.
Welcome back from Booba Jail.
Click on this. Go to audio. Come on, last arrow. There you go. Okay, 120 out. Okay, excellent. Hawk out. Ow!
Why can't
I did it!
coming from Davinci Resolve?
Wait, what?
I cannot hear anything coming from Davinci Resolve.
Coming from your Davinci Resolve or from mine?
Correct, from mine.
Interesting.
I'm not certain why.
Come on, last arrow. There you go. Okay. Interesting. If that's the case, I would check your own audio settings like in your start menu and see if it if it did the wrong one by accident.
Mm,
Also, really weird thing is that um scrubbing and clipping gets you really used to hearing your own voice too.
yeah, that's kind of why I feel like I'm gonna hate doing this.
That is completely understandable.
Because I very much hate the sound of my own voice.
I personally disagree.
Yeah, I know, you and so many others, apparently.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, Mono asked me to
Mm.
record something for them for a redeem, and I cannot fathom why.
There are a couple sound bits, you know of them, if you've looked through the VODs that or the docs I've
I
sent
have.
you. Yeah,
I have.
with the USD mark that I
Yeah, but, like,
plan on.
even then,
Yeah.
like, I don't sound very good in those.
Well, you sound good enough that I want to add them to my own stream. So there.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, where the fuck do I get to Davinci's audio settings to make sure it's outputting to the right place?
That should be in your own audio settings, not in DaVinci's itself, right? So like where
I
you're.
mean, everything else in my computer is outputting correctly. Why wouldn't DaVinci?
Sometimes
Why wouldn't
things
it be?
grab onto the wrong thing weirdly. I wish I
Uh
could
huh.
tell you. I've had that happen before. Oh, what was it? My VR headset was plugged in once, and I accidentally left it
Mhm.
plugged in, and I started everything up, and it was inputting all the audio into that headset instead. And
Huh.
after I unplugged it and changed it back, it still wasn't doing it. It still wasn't processing it right. It's like, oh my god, that was so annoying. Is there? Oh, there is preferences and such. Oh, interesting. Oh, you can do it through DaVinci itself. I didn't know that. Oh, if you're not learning, you're not living.
All
That
right.
is
Well,
actually,
it's still outputting to the wrong place.
huh. Oh, the weird thing is that the all of the sidebars and stuff are not getting seen by y'all. If that's the case, I may actually do a display capture instead. Select capture to display. Yes, okay. Fuck, but then y'all can't. Wait, never mind. It's because. Let me get this up in here. There we go. That's better. And then y'all should be able to see that. This right here. Yeah? Yeah. Alright, awesome. Y'all can. Good, good, good. Any separate tabs is fucking wild. What? Eh.
Hi, Zen.
Was that Zen who did that?
Yes, it was.
Insane. In the membrane. Ha! Get shouted out, nerd. Fucking idiot. Hi, Part Dragon. How are you? You're not an idiot, by the way. You are a nerd, though. Especially Monster Hunter. Momber Humber. Let's see. Um, you said that it still wasn't working for you?
Yeah, it's being weird.
Um, so this is a thing that I just found about too. In DaVinci Resolve itself, if you click the thing that says DaVinci Resolve in the top left,
Yeah, that's what I've been futzing with.
there's preferences, yeah, and then you're seeing that.
Hmm.
Oh, okay,
And
okay.
I have it set to the correct things,
Did you press
and
save?
it's
Right?
just not happening. I did.
Okay, interesting.
It's just not playing any audio.
Even when you press play on it and everything.
Hmm. And like it's
Interesting.
showing me the meter and everything.
Hi, Maeve.
Hi, Maeve.
Okay. That that is interesting. I don't know how I can help there, unfortunately.
I also don't understand.
You know, if nothing else seems to work,
And like the file does have audio.
mm-hmm.
Like I can listen to it.
The first thing I would suggest is to like just delete the entire timeline and then try inputting and then just try doing the same thing again.
Mm-hmm.
And if that doesn't work, maybe restarting DaVinci completely could.
Maybe.
Black Magic Cloud account? What? Hello, Bella. Hello, Bella DeWitch. Hello, hello. Congrats
Hi,
on finding your
Bella.
clover, Maeve. Um, while
Okay,
Jarbles
I got it to
has
work. I got
her.
it to work. I got it to work.
You got it to work.
Yeah.
Awesome.
My
Um,
computer's just doing a little silly, and by that I mean I hate audio.
technology. We love to see it not work.
Hmm?
Artemis
Hmm.
2 when they couldn't fucking connect a Bluetooth device.
Can connect the Bluetooth device. We found out several things do work. iPhones, cameras, a big ass fucking rocket, Nutella. We found out several things that don't work. Microsoft Outlook.
We found out Nutella works in space.
Things that don't work. Microsoft Outlook, toilets, and satellite phones.
And a fucking Bluetooth device.
God damn it.
Oh, so funny,
Huh?
huh?
We're talking about all of the things that went right and went wrong with the Artemis 2 mission.
Okay, the phone
And
didn't not work in
the iPhone,
space. It didn't work on splashdown. So,
yeah,
but
the
yeah,
satellite phone didn't work when it needed to work.
when
The iPhone did
20
though.
meters away though.
The iPhone worked. The
The
fucking
iPhone works
sat
though.
phone didn't.
You want to use the piece of technology that's been proven for over 60 years? Shit don't work. The Bluetooth device is not connected successfully. Yeah, the phone worked, the fucking SLS worked again. By the way, just to put this into comparison, 4 years went between Artemis 1 and Artemis 2. Um, and we had two flights. Apollo had Apollo 8 through 17 in that same time frame.
Mm-hmm.
The
Also,
Saturn V launched, what is it, more than half a dozen times in that same time period.
mhm. Also, just you know what still hasn't made it to orbit?
What?
Starship.
Starship. Yeah. We have experienced an anomaly. Y'all having fun with
Fucking
editing? We are. I want
fucking.
to quickly glaze DaVinci Resolve real quick. I personally
Mm,
think that this is one of the best free editing softwares that you can possibly get. I have Granted, I don't have experience in literally anything else, but you do not need to pay the almost $300 for this thing. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Almost everything that I have done in every single clip that I have made, which I guess I can show, but I won't, unless people really want to, has been done with the free version of Davinci. Davinci? Um, because Davinci Resound is pretty baller. You have so many things that you can do. It is insane. One of the first things that I like to do when I edit though is look for anything that's too soft, that's like too quiet or too loud.
Come on, last arrow.
Generally things
Okay,
tend to be
120
too
out.
loud for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like this part, like you know, like I'm peaking this right here, so I am going to right there. Your shortcut to cut things is going to be Control B.
Okay. And how
Um,
does cutting work exactly?
So cutting works by taking a piece of something and then separating it so that you can actually move this around. So I can then move this piece around here,
Mm-hmm.
like you see, but it'll automatically close the gap in when I do it on the timeline. If you don't want that, you can simply just do Control Z. Simple as that. Any mistakes, you can just do Control Z. Perfectly fine.
Okay.
You can also use your arrow keys to go frame by frame. Like what I'm doing right here.
Okay.
And you can just hold it and it'll just go forward.
All right.
If you want to move this piece that you just cut and place it up top here with this gap not automatically closing,
Mm-hmm.
let me Control Z this. We go to our third option right here. This will bring this menu. Why is this here? Get this out of here. I don't want this. Be gone with him. I don't want it. I don't know why it's there. Anyways, we're focusing on this timeline down here. I can take this cut section and simply move it up. Boom. That's video layer 2. If you don't want this, you just put it back. Let me just do that so I don't have a video layer 2 yet.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very, very nice things to do there.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna go back to our timeline here. Go back. And I am going to put that at like -10 for myself.
I did it!
Much more tolerable. That is much more tolerable. So I'm gonna do Control B here, and I'm just gonna delete that section since I don't need it.
Okay.
This little loop right here will do just that. At the end of the clip, it'll just play it again.
Okay.
And we are going to
Come on,
listen
last
to it
arrow.
once more.
There you go. Okay, 120 out.
Hawk out. Ow! Oh, what timing?
I did it!
For context sake, like for example, if I wanted to start like here, I could.
Come on, last arrow. There you go. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It depends on how much. This whole beginning part, it depends on simply how much context I want to have in this clip.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think me stumbling over a 120 code is important. I can pretty much cut out the entire first second of this and just leave it at that for it to be snappier. Boom,
Okay.
they're done. We have all of our parts that I'm happy with. Now, shorts are vertical. Duh. This is horizontal. Ari, what the fuck you gonna do? A pro gamer move. I am going to go to the bottom of the timeline here and drag and select all 3 parts. Control C, go to the very end, Control V, boom, duplicated it. And then I'm going to take that second part and layer it on top. So now I have 2 parts. They're going to be the exact same thing. You can do this if you want. So, but now the audio is going to be doubled because both of these have audio now. You can do this in 2 ways. You can mute whichever section you want. You can mute the first or second audio track, doesn't matter. Or you can be really dumb and stupid like me and not like having linked clips. So I'm going to highlight the entire section of the second audio and do link and then unlink. That's going to unlink the entire audio from the video. And then I can do delete selected. And then now I don't have a second audio track. This is entirely unnecessary. I want you to know that right now. However, I have had problems with having that second audio track muted, but it's still somehow going through. So I am pretty much ensuring I won't have any double audio, is what I'm doing.
Okay.
I'm just really fancy getting rid of it. That is all I'm doing.
Did you delete it again?
Let me do that. So I selected the entire audio track in our third option down here at the bottom, the very bottom. And I did, I right-clicked on it. Link isn't going to normally be checked, but it actually is linked. So you're going to want to press it.
I found it.
And then press it again. But then reselect it, and it shouldn't highlight the video section. Because when they're linked, if you highlight the video, you're going to highlight the audio, and vice versa. So you're going to reselect the audio, and shit, do delete selected. Do not do. I just pressed my delete button. That's what that mistake right there was. I just did my delete button and not delete selected. And then you can go down to your muted audio track and do delete track. Boom, there you go.
Okay.
It is at this point I'd recommend going up to File and saving your project as. You can save it whatever you want. Personally, I have a code that I like to do it. I like to do it like by the name of the person, and then let's see. Funny timing. Boom, there you go. It is now going to be saved as that, and when you Control S to save, it is going to automatically save it, no matter what you do.
Okay.
Simple, boom, they're done. You can name your files however you want. Doesn't matter, right? Right. Excellent. Awesome. Perfect. Let's see. I'm going to listen to my stuff a
Last
couple
arrow.
more
There you
times.
go.
Ooh.
Come on, last arrow. There you go. Okay, 120 outs.
We're just gonna, I'm
Fuck
pretty much
out.
just making sure that everything seems fine.
I did it! Come on, last arrow. There you go. Okay, 120 outs.
Yeah, I would say that's a good clip right there. Hi, Soon.
Hi, soon.
Let's see. So the next part is getting this horizontal. Or sorry, vertical. This is horizontal right now. What I am going to do is go to the rightmost part. There's this little like darker gray section right here. Going to select all of, it doesn't matter which one you do this to. I do it to the second track and go to video and put that zoom down. So now I have streaming your scrubbing editing is a good idea. I know, right? Especially since Jackie here wants to learn how to. So now I just have I just have this clip and its son, which happens to be twinning right now. So these are going to be the exact same thing. I go to File, up top, in the top left, Project Settings, Use Vertical Resolution.
Okay.
That's going to change it from 920 by 1080 to 1080 by 920. Boom. Ari, something's wrong with your clip. Now everything's off center. This is where the fun begins.
Can we hold on?
Yes.
Walk me through those steps again.
To get it vertical?
Yeah.
So we go to File in the top left.
Mm-hmm.
Go to Project Settings. And then check Use Vertical Resolution.
What were you doing before that?
Before that?
Yeah.
Would that was with the zooming part?
Yeah.
I went all the way to the end of the clip, like my cursor is at the very end of it, and I am dragging to select it all.
Mm-hmm.
If this video part isn't already highlighted, it should be automatically. You're going to see this zoom option, and you can simply put your cursor, click and drag left or right to decrease or increase the zoom.
Okay. I do not have that video section.
Okay. Click Inspector in the top right.
Thank you.
Yeah. There's even an option to just have the just icons only. I don't, because I lose track of everything quickly if it's not explicitly stated to me. Hi, I have ADHD. Then again, File. There's a bun on your head. There is.
Yeah.
That's Jarbles.
Am I still inaudible?
No, you are not. You have been audible.
Okay.
So after you check mark use vertical resolution in your everything, so everything should be vertical.
Yep.
Things are going to be off center. So my first audio, I just woke up, so maybe I just missed you. No, you're good.
Okay.
We started what? I'm not even
40 minutes ago.
Yeah, that. Flashbang.
Not even.
Sorry.
Because you spent like 10 minutes at your starting student screen.
True. The bottom of your clips section here in the smaller bars, starting you, is this bottom section here is going to be your friend, because then you can drag from there, which is super nice. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to drag and select the 3 clips in my first audio track, and I am going to change the X position until I am just around in frame, and I think I'm going to go a little bit down. So I have more space for or actually, if you see, we're going to have a black bar at the top, actually, so we don't want that. I'm going to change our Y to be 0. Boom. So just the X position is changing so that you're actually in frame. The way I'm positioned in my own streams, in my game scene, is a little unique, because that gap right there on the right is actually for the Helldivers map, of all things. I actually made my Fugis with Helldivers in mind. Because a lot of times people cut off the map, and that can be, I don't know, it's like cutting off a bit of gameplay. It's like, I personally don't want to do that. So there you go. I'm going to select my top row right now, and actually...
in chat.
Oh, you're so right. Let's see.
I gotta take a shower and soak in a bath. Oh, fuck yeah.
Have fun.
Mm-hmm.
So I want this top clip to be completely on top of the second one. And this is exactly what I'm doing here by changing the zoom and the X and the Y position
Mm-hmm.
so that everything is on top of it. This is pretty helpful for covering the whole screen so you don't have any like bad like black bars that can show up because like then you just didn't fill the entire screen all the way, which you kind of want to do. Duh.
Yeah.
Obviously. Starting from the very beginning, we're
Come
gonna
on,
see how
last
this
arrow.
looks.
There you go. Okay, 120 out. Hawk out. Ow! I did it! Come on, last arrow. There you go. Okay, 120 out.
There we go. So what I could do an extra step. I could be a little bit more complex. Select this. By the way, if you do not have any video part selected and just do Control B, it's going to cut all parts of the of the videos. It's going to cut all of your videos where you cut. If you select what video, it's only going to cut that one,
Okay.
which is pretty nice. It can be pretty handy. I don't think, since I literally already say I just need the last arrow of the 120, I could be more complex, add an extra video layer, and show the 120 barrage that's actually not even on the screen. But I really don't need to. So, like, I'm not gonna.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget to spam Control S at least 3 times because you never know if it didn't hit it the first time, of course. Remember, it is always valid to hit the Control S multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Kaz.
Kaz.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Yeah, how's you? All right.
Last arrow.
Let's see. Subtitles are the most time-consuming part of any clip that you're going to make because you need to make sure that they start just a little bit before the text or what the actual speaking starts, just a little bit, especially if you're going to add effects to them like I do. I add a bounce effect that's actually really, really simple to do once you get the hang of it. It is going to be with the if you go to titles in the top corner or in the top, you're gonna want to use text plus.
Hold on.
Yeah, you are all good.
Trying to find it.
In the top,
Because
there's media
see
pool.
the symbol that you hit. Oh, never mind. Here we go.
Yeah, media pool, sync bin, transitions, titles.
Yep, I got it.
And then the text plus, you just click and drag it wherever you want. I'm going to start it right around there-ish. It's going to create another layer. That is perfectly fine. That's what you want. I was literally told from the tutorials that I watched, the text plus option is pretty much the best thing that you can possibly have. Because look at all these options I have. Font, bold, I can have it in extra bold, italic, light, whatever I want. Color, size, tracking and line spacing, you don't need to bother. Everything else you pretty much don't need to bother with.
Okay.
I personally like the Tahoma or the Verdana fonts. Literally whatever font you think looks nice, use it. I don't care which one you use. I use Tahoma or Verdana. That's it.
Okay.
I use one of those two. You can literally look through if you just hover over them, as you see, it'll change and you can see what they look like.
Uh-huh.
So, whichever one looks prettier to you, use it. Simple as. I personally use the Tahoma or the Verdana because they are clear, they're not too big, they're not too small, and
Mm-hmm.
the letters are just nice and even. Simple as. The things that we are going to be adjusting is going to be shading. That's going to, so you have your text options here in the inspector. You have text, layout, transform, and shading. There are multiple different things you can select with your shading elements. We are going to be using 1 and 2. 2 is a red outline. If you enable it, you can change the color of it and the thickness and everything. Boom, we have now just discovered 2-color wording. Amazing. Wow. The other things are like black shadow, blue border, and then literally other elements that you can do. We're only focusing
Okay.
on red outline. This red outline, you can see you can change the color of.
Mhm.
So, boom, done. We have, if you click on the color, an entire, literally all of the colors you can imagine comes up, except for that one unimaginable color that you can't actually see or whatever that one's called. You know,
Mm-hmm.
whatever that one is, you can't do it. It's not an option
I got you.
because even magenta. Is magenta a color? Yes, magenta is a color. Shit, I don't have the color preset for you on here. Damn it.
What do you mean?
You can have custom colors.
Mm-hmm.
Those custom colors, these 2 colors right here actually are a Ness or Nessilla's colors. They are 6108E0 and F4C260, 24640. You can have custom colors. So if I do,
Okay.
for example,
you can RGB code it or hex code
yeah,
it.
you can hex code. Yeah. For example, if I wanted this, boom, I can do that as a custom color.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so FF8228, boom. Like it's just gonna be as simple as that. Since I like the color orange, my favorite color is orange. I'm actually gonna use the preset one that's already there. That's that's FF5500.
Mm-hmm.
And I am going to do one thing to this thickness. This thickness line you see down here in properties. I'm going to bring that up from from 0.02 to 0.08 and press enter. Now you can actually see the damn thickness. You can actually see the damn second color. Fantastic. You don't need to change the appearance, the blending, the opacity, nothing. That is literally it. You now have 2-color fonts, 2-color words. Absolutely amazing. But your first element is still a white solid. You can keep it as that. You can have a green and a pink. You can have a blue and a pink if you want. You can let's see what for you. I have been doing white and white fill and a pink inline or a pink border, something similar to this color. It's not exact though. I have the
Okay.
color actually. I have the actual custom color on Davinci on my laptop instead, and I don't want to get my laptop.
Understandable.
However, I
Is there
think
a way to do
hmm,
animated rolling text easily?
there is a way to make text animated.
Okay.
The way that I we go back into text.
Mm-hmm.
What I do is that I make like a pop, like bubble effect almost.
Mm-hmm.
Using keyframes. Oh, buzzword, scary. I promise it is not scary.
I mean, I have taken animation classes before. I know what a keyframe is.
Still, it is not nearly as bad as it sounds. It is literally 3 keyframes, and that is it. At the very beginning of that, we're going to click on the diamond for size. At the very beginning of your text plus, we're going to click it. So we have 1 keyframe there, right?
Okay.
Let's see, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 frames later, I make another keyframe. And then 1, 2, 3, I make another keyframe. And again, just using those arrow keys for that. A good font to start off with, we can make like 0.05. It's going to be small, and that's what we want, because we're going to make like a pop effect. We're going to have it pop out, become bigger than it actually is, and then quickly go back to the size we actually want it at. If we click on the arrow, that's going to go to our second keyframe. We are going to, let's see, 0.145. Ooh. No. Let's see. That is a little big. We're going to go down to 0.135. And then our third keyframe, we're going to make 0.13. So, if we play it, it's not super subtle. Sorry, it's kind of subtle, but there is a bounce effect to it.
Come on, last arrow. Come on, last arrow.
If you want it even more pronounced, we can make that 0.135 a 0.145.
Come on, last.
So that's better. So the first keyframe at the very beginning of the text plus is at 0.05. The second keyframe, 6 frames in, is at 0.145. 3 frames after that keyframe is 0.13. Boom. We now have our bounce animation.
Okay.
And it's as simple as that. It's 3 keyframes, 3 different sizes. That's it. And now it depends on how long you want your captions to be. You're obviously limited by how long your screen is. For example, I can't write the entire script of the Bee Movie. I could, but it's not gonna fit. People can't read that. Ain't nobody got time for that either.
There's no way for me to just like have it all typed out and then like have it like decide like this portion of text is at this portion of the thing without getting more manual with it.
Right. With that, you're gonna. This is why it's a really time-consuming process, because people can say things really fast. People can say things really slow. It depends on how fast you're talking, on what is said, and a whole bunch of other, cadence, what is said, all matter here for adjusting the length of that title.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and then from this, I can literally copy paste this anywhere. I can cut off this text, and since I copy pasted it, it's going to do that same animation again. As long as you don't cut off the other one, which you shouldn't ever have a caption that's so fast that it does that. I don't imagine no one's going to be able to read 13 frames of a text or 9 frames. You should always be fine with your animation and with what's being said, because it's a really quick animation. This is why we actually have it that animation start before what's being said as well, so that it has time to play, and then people can read what's being said.
Mhm.
Pretty nice.
Come on, last. Come on, last.
For example, like come on
last.
last is probably where I want to cut it off here.
Mhm.
Then then you could adjust that with your arrows, and then you can go to either side of your text, and you can lengthen, shorten it,
Mhm.
and then that should snap to where your red line is.
Okay.
It should. I don't know if that's a thing automatically,
Mhm.
but you can get, if it doesn't, you can still get pretty damn close.
All right.
And then I am simply going to type what's being said. Been watching for a bit, you're wondering where the bunny button is on your screen.
Reese.
Bunny button?
The 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 bunny button isn't hooked up.
What's bunny button?
The bunny button is the good girl button, which you have one.
That's true, I do have click. He found it.
I Oh no, I meant like. What do you mean, Reese? Jarvis, what do you mean? Why would I be a button?
Because I like pushing you.
Yeah, I'm not a button.
Let's see. So simply, I'm going to do come on last as that text right there. I'm going to do Control C, go to the end of that caption, the immediate end of it, Control V. Everything should transfer over, the animation and the text. So now I'm just altering the text.
Last arrow. There you go.
Okay.
Last arrow.
And I'm going to cut it off at arrow. And then period. Boom. Come on.
Last arrow.
Ooh!
Come on.
I need to adjust where this is at. This is kind of in the, this is, your captions are going to default being around like the middle of your screen. You can change them when you go to layout with your X and Y to be wherever you want them. For example, I want this to be right on the border of these two sections. It's out of the way of the gameplay, but it's still in a good position where people can read it. And since that Y didn't copy over to this other one, I just go to layout on it and just type it, and it'll automatically apply it, which is really nice.
All right.
It's very like all this is just a lot of technical stuff, I guess. But as long, and then actually since I have that caption at a different spot, I'm going to Control C it again, so that the next one I place is going to be in the right spot. So let's see.
There you go. Arrow. There you go.
See,
there you go.
There you go. Depending, for example, I'm actually going to combine "there you go" into one word just because of how quickly I said it.
That's very fair.
Yeah. You can do with captions, you can do a whole bunch of things as long as it is readable, like decently readable enough. You're going to be just fine. People read a lot quicker than you think. Like, something probably needs to be up for maybe like 30 frames, and someone will be able to understand what was said. So, something like that. It's actually pretty amazing. And especially because, like, And then adding to that, even if we didn't catch what was said with our ears, we catch it with our eyes then in with that case. If someone didn't understand, I said, "There you go." They can see that I said that with text. So helping out in multiple ways.
Okay, 120 out. Okay, 120.
And then I say, "Okay, 120
Okay,
out."
120 out.
This is probably, so let's see. As an example, okay, comma, 120 out is just a little bit too long. Obviously it's still readable,
Okay.
but there is it's gonna be a little lengthy. My philosophy with captions, you don't want to spoil what's said, if that makes sense. Like, you want the captions to go along with what's being said.
Yeah.
So I'm going to separate okay and 120 out. That way, it is still going along with what's being said, but I'm also going to put a comma at the end of okay, so people know that there's something after it. And then 120 out and period and lengthen it so that it goes along with it.
Okay, 120 out.
And then listen to yourself again, because mine actually wasn't long enough. Like, it was a good, granted, this is by literal milliseconds, but it's still long enough that the captions fade before I'm done talking, which is a weird gap.
That makes sense.
Yeah. It's weird because obviously on the audio file, down here, it doesn't look like I'm talking. But I'm trailing out. So you want to continue with the trail out. You want to continue the captions with the trail out.
Come on, last arrow. There you go. Come on, last arrow. Come on, last.
Ooh, actually right here. Okay. This is going to be really subtle, but if you watch my captions right here, you may catch it.
Come on, last arrow.
I am unfortunately stuck in ads right now.
Oh, ads! Well, we can take a little bit of a break then. This is okay. I'm gonna need to get more water soon.
Get some water.
I mean, I still have some. Oh, that wasn't you. It wasn't Reese that found the click. It was you.
Yeah.
How dare. Cut to when I say that she can literally get revenge on me for me clicking her all the time.
Yep.
This means I literally do not care. Hi, Reese.
Yeah, very fair.
Do you like seeing yourself in the middle of ads that are still going? Look, you're right there, on my screen, live on Twitch.tv. Reese is the ad. That's right.
True. Follow that pupper.
/shout. Fuck! I misspelled it. Shit! Haha. I spelled it right that time. Alright. I do need to get more water. That's what I do.
I unfortunately may have to drop out of VC.
That's okay. That is perfectly okay.
I can hear them both fighting, and I can hear doors slamming.
I'll let
Alrighty.
you know if I hear anything, okay?
All right.
All right. I'll be right back, though. I do need to get more water.
All right.
Oh, water good. Chad, did you know that water is one of the few liquids that actually expands upon freezing? That's really weird. Solids do not normally do that. Or frozen things do not normally do that. Water be quirky like that. The water do get quirky at night. Me when I drink, not water. Alright, ads are over. Okay. So if you're seeing my stream, right? If you are, if you notice the captions just in the first, like, less than a second, you water be quirked up? Good question mark? You may me as a Gen Z mod saying I'm Gen Z mom saying I'm into labor.
Shut the fuck up, Reese.
Never change, hon. See if you can spot something wrong with the captions, if any.
Come on, last arrow. There you go.
Oop.
Come on, last arrow. There you go. Come on, last arrow. There you go.
Because I see something wrong.
Come on, last arrow. There you go. No. Come on, last arrow.
What I see is that is that the caption appears after I say arrow.
Mm-hmm.
And it's barely noticeable. Noticeable enough though, so I am simply going to move this thing. I'm going to move this second text box and snap it to here. It's going to cut that off and then do that right mark and snap it to the beginning of that.
Come on, last arrow. There you go. Come on, last arrow.
Yes, you are going to hear a lot of that happening though.
Come on, last arrow. There you go. Okay. Come on, last arrow. There.
It is going to make your voice sound weird. It is going to be weird. It will never not be weird. Especially when you do some like frame tracking like that or whatever, or like when you speed up or slow down, whatever. I've never really gotten used to it, but just because it makes things like I can't fucking tell it's said. Now I'll be honest, I'm not perfectly fond of my voice, but I've at least just become just acclimated to it, more or less. Enough so that I'm perfectly fine with scrubbing myself and doing all of this. It's hard to do that though. It is hard to get used to your voice because it sounds ever so slightly different than what you're actually used to. And this is even worse for, say, a friend for people who happen to be trans, where the voice doesn't match what they want, which is absolutely valid. And I can't say that this is a solution for it because it's really not. But the least that you can do is at least get mildly associated with it enough that it doesn't bother you a whole lot. And I absolutely understand it though. Like, there's not a good way to get used to it. It's like just simply over time, and it's like I gotta do this. At first, it was kind of, I gotta do this, and then it just eventually was like, it's alright. I still think my voice is alright. I'm still thrown off by compliments by it, so, you know. Water.
There you go. Okay, 120 out. 20 out.
Some fine tuning of captions right there. Okay.
Hawk out. Hawk out.
Voice is very pretty. I don't believe very pretty or pretty. But thank you.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Because I yell "ow" right here, I can do a couple of things. I can make the text in bold. I can add exclamation points. In fact, I am going to do both.
Ow!
Boom, there you go. And what I'm referencing, Hulk out, is something from Valorant. Let me go to tuna.voicemod.net. Tuna, I'm sorry, Reese, I don't mean to make you angry. If I go to tuna.voicemod.net, if I do hawk out, do I get anything? I do! Look at that, I get a sound clip. This is awesome. If you are ever like, I really want a sound effect to go with this, which is me a decent amount of the time, I recommend Tuna. Again, tuna.voicemod.net. You search whatever you're looking for, but be careful. Be very careful though. Sometimes something will sound like it's in stereo, but will play in only one ear or the other when you actually download it, which is bizarre to me, and I will never not understand it. Which is why I'm going
that is
to...
quite strange, yeah.
Yeah. Which is why I'm going to immediately test. Okay, so that's perfectly fine. Excellent. So the hawk out is in both ears. It's in stereo. That's perfectly fine. Amazing. Wogue, it's me. Wogue, it's me. Because I have this up in here, if I want a sound clip, I can literally just drag it into here, and then I have it. Awesome. To add this, you cannot do it from this second option that we are working with down here. You have to go to the third option, to the edit, and add it in that way. So we can drag this in and place it. Let's see. Now you notice that we're pretty zoomed out. This middle bar right here that's separating the preview and our timeline, there's a little plus minus. So I can zoom in. And then I have a scroll bar. Boom, very useful. And the reason why I zoomed in was because this clip fits really nicely in between where this text cuts off, and it's snapping to that, and my red line, where it's also snapping to. So I'm snapping in between really close places, and I don't want that. So we are going to get rid of that explosion.
Hawk out.
And that is almost perfect in audio quality right there, or in audio volume. Let's see, it got rid of the inspector, so I want to increase the volume of this clip just a little bit. So I'm going to click on it, go to inspector, and that volume is going to automatically be there. It should automatically select audio because it's an audio clip. And I'm going to do like 10. And now that's a tiny bit too loud. We're going to go to like 7 decibels higher. Okay. So that's pretty much perfect, I would say. At least for me. I'm going to go back to my, let's see, what is this one called? Cut. That's our second option down here. What is it? We have media, which is just the shit we got. Let's see. What is it? Cut, edit, fusion, color, fairlight, and deliver. You pretty much don't need to mess with anything past edit, I would say. Hello, Zany. How are you?
Hi, Zany.
How's the cow shark doing? So, because we have that, we see that we have like this little separation with audio or whatever. That is perfectly fine. That is normal. So I'm actually going to use, let's see.
Okay.
I'm going to cut off the audio clip where the ow starts. Simply like that.
Okay.
Because we pretty much say the same thing. Yeah, hi, Zany. And then I am, let's see, that one's in bold. I'm going to grab the smallest text clip I can find, go away from my my text right here, and control V. If I don't get far away enough, I will actually cut off the animation that we made for this little clip for this text right here, right? And you don't want that. It can work in certain situations, but those are few and far between that you're not really going to be using too often, but are also going to like make sense. Like say if you want to make like a number list, then or whatever. I might have a few examples somewhere. What is POI? Add POI? I have plenty of those in Helldivers. I don't need any more. Those are going to be few and far between. You don't want to mess with the animation you made. We just snap it onto here. Ooh. And then also, if you shorten this, if I shorten this, I am also going to cut off the animation. So I'm going to make this way smaller than it has to. Snap to where... So you snap to where I want it. Get this out of the way. Ugh. I'm going to start it right around here. So our audio file is going to snap to this. Snap to the end of that. And then our text is also going to snap here. And snap to the beginning of when I say ow. And we're going to type talk out. Simple as that.
Okay. Ow!
And of course, spam Control S to make sure that everything's saved, because I have had Davinci crash and remove like 2 hours of progress before. Woo! That was fun. I hated it.
I have had many a day in SolidWorks that have gone that way.
Yeah. A quick thing about your arrow keys, your left and right are going to do by frame. However, your up and down are going to cut to the beginning and ends of things. So if I'm in the middle of these 2 text boxes, if I press up, I go to the end of this text. If I press down, I go to the beginning of this text box. So pretty cool stuff. If I continue pressing down, I'm going to go to all of where I cut. It's pretty much counting everything where everything's cut. You can just really quickly travel to those if you wish. You normally don't need to, because using the little, what looks like a ruler up top here, you can change where you go. Or you can also hit the small red line up top here and go wherever you want. Or just click on there as well.
Okay.
Pretty nice. We had this timing gap. If this was any other timing gap, I would probably delete it However, consider the following. Let's watch this.
Okay. Ow! I did it!
Comedy. Comedic timing, everyone. We've done it. We've invented comedic timing. So if that was any other gap, I would delete it. However, because this whole thing kind of revolves around that happening, around that timing, it's going to stay. Time gaps in between saying stuff in general can be very finicky. Based on the flow of a conversation, based on the flow of things, you don't want to make your edit too choppy, because that's gonna seem really weird, like to watch, because you're getting. First of all, the visuals are going to change every time you cut, so that's going to be really jarring, visually, but that can also change things. That can also be jarring audibly as well, which you really don't want. You don't want either one. Obviously, you don't want, any kind of jarring effect, just straight up at all. Obviously,
Yeah.
even though your name Jarbles. We are going to. So right here is where we have our lower audio because I peak the mic. But it's also exactly the point where I can actually start the text bubble or the text. I'm going to copy and paste and then extend that all the way to the length of it. And what did I say?
I did it!
I did it! I can put that in all caps, I can put that in bold, I can use multiple exclamation points, whatever you think gets the message across the best for whatever it is that's being spoken, use it. It is completely up to you. You have full control over it. And that's the best part. What I try and aim for is that if for example, I immediately came up with an idea for this clip. What I wanted, even before I put this into Davinci Resolve, my idea was that it was going to revolve around this funny timing that's like around 3 or so seconds, right? So what I was like, okay, I can have it revolve around that timing with a little bit of context of having the 120 orbital, but also I reference something, and I can hopefully, and I did, find a soundbite for that reference, so I can input it into there. Awesome. Let me find an example of me doing that. Wait. Oh, shit. I may not have it up in here. I may actually need to go to. Let me actually not show you guys my Gmail account. drive.google.com. I should have saved it there. Let's see. Perfect. Okay. This is a very good example that I am going to show. of me referencing something and then playing a clip of that reference. Right? It's going to be very easily spottable. Pretty simple, but also really effective and gets the humor across, right? Gets the reference across to anyone who doesn't know the reference or whatever. That's great. It works.
Mhm.
It also helps
Your
because
OBS is on screen, by the way.
yes, I have not display capture off. There we go. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So having that reference be played directly after makes sure that because the cadence at which we say it is different, so the timing on I'm not going to cut either one of those audios up to have it match. That's going to be jarring and time consuming and does nothing for me. That is actively going to increase my workload and actively decrease the effect of the reference. So instead, in that instance, I had the audio of myself say the reference first and then introduce the reference with credit if anyone ever decides to post that, because haha, lawyers are or stuff is a stupid bitch when it comes to stupid needless copyright infringement, which it isn't copyright infringement either, it's fair use. Anyways, drink. In this case, it was a simple audio file. I do not need to show you a clip of Valorant and the woman saying hawk out. I can just use the audio file. And because we say it at a very similar cadence, I can have those play at the exact same time. That makes it really nice. It also doesn't cut up the clip too much. Like if I did hawk out and then have that play, just the audio play, there's nothing else to show on screen, which is really weird. So it just like that's another really bizarre, jarring effect. So having them play at the same time works. So it's very context dependent. Like because I say it in the same cadence as the Valorant voice actor, simple as playing them at the same time.
Okay. Ow!
Simple as that. Those kinds of things should be pretty easy, even if you don't have a lot of editing experience, to be able to see that it will or won't work. Like if someone makes a reference, it's probably best to find a reference for it if you can. If you can't, then it is what it is, right? Then what do you gotta do? There's nothing you can do, so it's fine. I was lucky when I was able to find a YouTube video, turn it into an MP3, trim that down, and then edit it into that clip that I showed. That is not always the case. And again, if it's not, then there's nothing you can do. Here's a different thing that is very dependent on what you want to do when you edit, is how you caption laughs. When someone laughs, you either can or if you do, you can. You would just probably put like, for example, if I wanted to do this, let's see, I can copy paste this and I can just do like asterisk, laughs, asterisk, and then that's it. Like that would be what I could do. Um,
Mhm.
you can also just not have it in there at all. Either one works. It is entirely dependent on what you want to do. There is nothing wrong with that. In this case, I think that I am perfectly fine with not captioning a laugh. Although again, that is entirely dependent on what you want to do because I have captioned laughs before. Perfectly fine.
Mhm.
Um in that case, you may want to have a text that enables italics, or you can use the asterisks like I just did.
Mhm.
Again, completely up to you. That's the best part. All of this is entirely dependent on what you think is best. And right
All
now,
right.
I think not having that caption is best.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So, I'm done with this clip, Ari. What do? Quick export, and then the standard, the H.264 should be perfectly fine. I should export, and then it's going to say, what do you want to do with it? We are going to go onto desktop and not name it timeline 1. I personally am going to name it exactly what I named the thing in Davinci Resolve. That way those match up. It may take some time, depending on whatever. You are going to have a pretty large file size. That's the thing. That's the unfortunate
Mhm.
part. You are going to have a large file size, which means that if I wanted to send this to you on Discord, I would
Mhm.
have to upload it to Google Drive and then send the Google Drive link to you.
Mhm.
Because why? Because Discord will do anything, but increase the 10 megabyte file size limit.
Yeah.
Looks
Yeah.
at imaginary camera. I hated it! For example, just with this clip, I am going to see how big it is. Not rename. Properties. It is 20.5 megabytes. It's a pretty big file, and it's what, like, freaking, and it's 14 seconds long. You're gonna have a really large file size, but that's because you have the best video quality that you can possibly have, which is what you want. Um, when clips, when any clip that you play on Twitch plays, it de facto goes to the highest quality. When you download it, it'll automatically do the highest quality option.
Mhm.
So you're perfectly set there already,
Mhm.
which is great.
Yeah.
Really,
That
really
makes
great.
sense.
DaVinci will also go to 920 by 1080 automatically, or whatever your um, uh, monitor size is, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you are already set there quality wise. You're gonna have a big file, but that's what you want.
Yeah. I gotcha.
From there, it is a matter of getting that getting that clip onto YouTube, naming it whatever, doing whatever with the description and whatnot, this and that, and then you have yourself a short.
Mhm.
So from the moment that you have it saved onto your PC and that, it is just a matter of getting it onto YouTube
All right.
or
Thank you.
wherever. Let's see. Do I have another? I do have another clip. that I can do. So I want to get out of this one, out of this clip. I can go to File in the very top. I could do New Project, or I can do Close Project. Whichever one. Doesn't really matter. In this case, I am going to do New Project, so Davinci doesn't close if it does. And I am actually going to, let me share my screen with y'all again. Oh no, you can see everything. The clip that I have selected is called Titan Gets Yeeted. I don't want it very big screen. Let's watch this one, shall we? Ah, damn it, y'all cannot hear that. Okay, hold on. Application. Let's see. Titan gets yeeted. There we go. Then let me make sure that that's coming through.
Come on, congrats.
There we go. Now it is.
Charger. No longer a charger.
Something bigger.
Hope your day has been going well.
Bitch, you just ate 5 rockets. Shut up. And another rocket.
Oh,
I
something
saw
was
her
funny.
in its head back. I'm like, hell no.
No, did you see that bitch fly?
I saw it go
did
back.
not.
Oh my god!
It did not fly on my screen, unfortunately.
Holy shit, I'm gonna need to clip that.
Come
Nice,
on,
nice.
congrats.
Lo and behold, look at that. I ended up clipping it. Wow. That's crazy. Almost like I called it. Almost like I scrubbed myself or something.
Almost.
Yeah, you do that in the shower, dipshit. Fucking obviously. Let me make sure. Always show events. What events? So again, Twitch automatically puts it to the highest quality. So if we go down here and not do that. Let's see. Share. There we go. We go to share, download landscape. You want to download the landscape because what is it? If you download the portrait is going to do whatever what is it? Like it's going to do whatever portrait view you have set up even if you haven't set one up.
Mm-hmm.
Which is going to screw up the entire perspective.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to be making our own vertical anyways. We're going to be making our own portrait anyways. So there you go. Whoa, hi May. So we can cancel out of that. I can get rid of this application beta and be gone with him. There we go. So new project, Hex. I'm just gonna call this Hex Titan. And there we go. Hi Lele. Imports media. And it should be this one. Don't change. It is awesome. It is. This is fantastic. Have you won? Yes, I have.
Hey Ari, I think I'm gonna hop out.
That's okay.
All right. Good night, hon. Thank you for this.
Of course.
I'll try to get something edited at some point.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you.
You're all good.
All right. Night,
Have a
night,
good
sis.
time, sis. Have a good rest of your night.
Thank you. You too.
Yeah. Wow. That girl's pretty cool. I have one video editing though. Yes, I have. I am going to continue with this one though. I will be honest, I am not the best teacher though. At least I don't think I am. It is rough to try and teach stuff from my own experience, I guess, because I am a tiny bit, I guess I wouldn't say rusty, but like, yeah, teaching is hard because I don't know everything and all of that jazz. I will be uploading this though, so that people can at least see everything. So that'll be nice. So I am going to get rid of this unnecessary part where I speak right here. And then I have a little gap right here. And then this is just like a weird empty space that I can just press delete on. Then I'm going to go to the beginning of this.
No
Oh,
longer a
charger. No more charger.
Something big.
Ow. Thank you, past me, for peeking the mic. That's great.
Something bigger.
There we go.
Hope your day has been.
Oh wait, damn it. I already messed up. I didn't go into project settings. There we go, 60 frames. We want that 60 frames. Save, boom. And now I can drag this back in. Now there's that weird empty space. I press my audio. I am going to do the control. Oh, it copied. That's weird. It copied from there already. Interesting. It has literally never done that to me before. That's actually how I lost a large part of a video one time. Anyways.
Oh, charger. No longer a charger.
Alright, we're gonna go back here. We are going to cut the audio right there, since again, I am peaking pretty badly. Here we go.
Hope your day has been going.
We're gonna watch that.
Well. Going.
Let's see.
Hope your day has been going well.
Let's see, if I cut right there, then everything should be fine and dandy. I don't know why it's not deleting the empty space like it did before. Oh well, it's fine. We can always just, if we have this empty space, simple as just selecting it and deleting it.
Bitch, you just ate 5 rockets. Shut up. And another rocket. I saw Ruben and Ted.
And then we're actually going to cut off Zin's laugh, like right around here, because we have a pretty lengthy clip. So, it's this clip, yeah!
I saw Ruben and Ted back up. I'm like, hell no.
Let's see, there are multiple spots where I can end it. Actually, there are multiple spots I can end it. I'm just not sure where I want to.
I'm like, hell no.
No, did you see that bitch fly?
I saw it go back.
Oh! God. Let's see. We are cutting with Control B every spot where I am absolutely peaking my goddamn mic. And making sure that it doesn't sound like that we want an even audio quality or an even audio size, I guess, if is what you want. You don't want things to be way too weirdly overly loud in some places and then way too quiet in others. That's also why you want balanced audio in your streams. Duh. makes sense. It's a whole thing of simply trying to balance the audio as much as you can. Like when, again, in this case, I am absolutely peaking my mic, which is why I decreased the audio for this by 5 decibels by doing Control B on both sides, and doing that. Lordy Lou is getting pretty tired actually. It is 11:36 though. It is 11. This has been a bit. This has been a decent bit. Let's see. I might be able to get this transfer over. No, I can't because it didn't transfer over on the other one. Let's see. I can do it with a flash drive though. I don't think I don't think I have any. However, if I do finish this clip, I can upload it to my Google Drive. Simple as that though. So there you go. And then I'll have it. We'll do that. Right.
It did not fly on my screen.
And then I pretty much said,
Holy
just
shit,
need a clip.
I'm gonna need a clip.
I don't need to clip that. Look at that, I did.
Oh, charger.
Oh,
No longer
charger.
a charger.
Something bigger.
Bitch, you just ate 5 rockets. Shut up. And another rocket.
Oh,
I
something
saw
was
her
funny.
in its head back up. I'm like, hell no.
No, did you see that bitch fly?
I saw it go back.
Oh my god!
I saw it go.
I think that after...
Oh, did you see that bitch fly?
I think after that is actually a good spot to cut it off at.
Fly?
Oh, charger.
Oh,
No longer
charger.
a charger.
No longer a charger.
Something bigger.
Bitch, you just ate 5 rockets. Shut up. And another rocket.
The way its legs just go the way it goes legs up is so funny. I need to highlight all of this again. Going down here at the bottom, doing that, doing Control C and Control V, putting this part on top of it, reselecting this, going to video, and making that zoom smaller, just so I can see both parts. I'm doing this part simply so I can see both parts better. I believe that it is a very helpful thing for myself to do, or for me to do. And then going to the very edge of this darker gray part here, selecting all of that. This is our clip that we shrunk, and we are going to find a good zoom spot. Let's see. Again, I am positioned weirdly here.
Oh, charger. No longer a charger.
Something bigger.
Oh, God, that's right. We now have the double audio right here. I'm going to zoom back out with this plus minus. I accidentally clicked on it on the little bar. Going to select that. It is not... Notice how this this link clips right here thing isn't checkmarked, but it's also selecting the video whenever I select the audio, and selecting the audio when I select the video. That means that they're linked. So I don't know why this isn't checkmarked. So I have to do press it, and then right click on this again, and then unclip it. And then unlink it, sorry. And now I can do this, and then do delete selected. And then delete track. So now I don't have that second audio file.
A charger.
Something bigger.
Bitch, you just ate 5 rockets. Shut up. And another rocket.
No, did you see that bitch fly? Well, let's see. Let's cut it right there. And then I want both sections cut because they're the same VOD. This is the same part of the video. Selecting from up top here, dragging down. You know, so clicking it, dragging down, selecting both these parts, pressing delete. Because this is our main timeline right here, this is going to leave the gray space right here. Just click that and delete it. Boom, no more empty space. Amazing. AI super scale? That's a thing? Yeah, good thing I never have that on. Because it's a ball. Davinci, do not disappoint me like this. Oh, and then of course, because we have done a lot of work, we are going to do save. Or Control S. Boom, look at that. Alright.
Oh, charger.
Let's see. Zin starts speaking right around there. We're going to bring our text, snap it to this, shrink it down.
Oh, charger.
In this case, saying "oh charger" is that it's pretty close together, so that's fine. Before I do that, oop, Control Z to rechange that back to center. I want the Y changed. Let's do 0.3. That's good. Excellent. Go to shading. Go to number 2. Enable it. Now we have our red outline. Change that thickness to 0.08. And then change that. Zin, do you have, since you're here, do you have a preference for what, if you are here, do you want a preference for what your secondary color is? Or do you want do you want a gray and blue? Do you want a blue and gray? You got a preference? Or are you not here and I can do whatever the fuck I want? Oh. Because I know that you have a blue name on Twitch. So it depends. It depends on what you want. Or if I can do my own thing. I may just do gray and blue, honestly. Because I know you do like gray as well. Gray silver. Oh, pardon me. My goodness. I am going to assume that the Zin is not here. That's a bit too saturated, though. This seems good. And then I'm going to do a gray. Let's go. Come on, click that. Ooh, that's a little bit too dark. Let's change that font size by going to text and size. Let's do 0.145. Okay. The thing is that the blue is a little piercing, but it also doesn't come through right. You know? What if we made it lighter? Ooh. Go back to there. What if we change it to this one? See, I don't feel like that works, though.
If we go back to here, no, I'm just trying to find. Okay, I think that works actually. It's close, but it's also. This is down to personal preference, pretty much. Right here is what's going on here. Okay. Oh, pardon me. I am sorry. I am tired, y'all. Alright, so we're gonna do what we did when we made that pop animation. Go to the start of the text right there. Click on it, of course, making sure that our keyframes are going onto our text. One keyframe, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Second keyframe, 1, 2, 3. You can even do 1, 2, 3, 4 for our last keyframe. And since those are all sharing the same size, we now edit that.
Charger. Charger.
Boom, there we go. We just created our pop animation.
Charger. No longer. No longer.
Oh my goodness. I just copied it. I just pasted an entire part of the video because I didn't select this and do Control C. That was a pretty easy fix because I just did Control V or Control Z, sorry. Pretty simple. Mistakes happen, of course. So there you go. It happens.
No longer charger. No longer charger. No longer charger. No longer charger. No longer.
Ooh.
No longer a charger. No longer a charger. No longer. Charger. No longer a charger.
So it's not. The way that Biotitan pops up. My goodness. All right, Control V. And now we are going to change that middle color. So now we have two different colors we need to change. This is where, if you're not careful, you can accidentally mess up in your color change. So in your text, what you're changing right here is the body font color, is the body color, which is that gray that we did. I'm switching that back to white. And then shading, we want to make sure that we're on number 2, and it's that blue, so we're good. And we are going to select that orange. And boom. Going back from shading, back to text. And then what if I do Control V right now, what I'm going to get, I'm actually going to get the Zin's message, the O charger, which means I need to, redo the text colors again. But I don't have to, so we're going to do Control Z. We're going to do we're going to click on the text that I just made, Control Z, or Control C, Control V. Something bigger. Something bigger. Something bigger. And then something big. Something big. So I could change this into two captions, something and bigger, but because it is said in such rapid succession, it's kind of not worth it. The caption is a little big, but it's still, I would still say that this is still a reasonable size to have on screen. This is down to this can come down to personal preference, but I would say that this is actually perfectly fine. Bigger.
Bitch, you just
Okay, and then now, so Zin starts speaking again. So oh, that's actually really interesting. I can now do a frame by frame of firing the autocannon. We have two frames that are exactly the same. Isn't that interesting? Fire, and then
bitch, you just ate 5 rockets. Shut up.
big flash. Big boom. Oh my lord, the way that thing flies. Oh my goodness, look at that.
And on the rock.
Did you see that bitch fly?
Oh, charger. No longer a charger.
Something bigger.
Bitch, you just ate 5 rockets. Shut up. And on the rock.
God, that thing flying is insane. That thing flying is absolutely insane. Okay, okay. So, what we see here, if I do Control V, oh, sorry. If I do Control V, I am going to get the I'm going to get the I'm going to get the sorry, I'm going to get the text that I said. But I don't want that text that I said. I want the text that I'm going to want the text that I made of Zin. So, I can simply delete this, go back to where I know that Zin is speaking, select it from up top here, do Control Z, Control C, Control V, my goodness, and then boom, I got it.
Bitch, you.
And then now it's a simple matter of creating captions.
Bitch, you just ate. Bitch, you just ate.
So you
Just ate 5. Just ate.
you just ate 5 rockets.
Just ate 5 rockets. Rockets. Shut up. You just ate 5 rockets. Shut up. Rockets. Shut up. Shut up.
So it's hard to tell where, hello and welcome back from ads. It is hard to tell where Zin stops talking and the explosions are going on just based on the audio, like capture right down here at the bottom. So, what we're looking for is just where it seems best and going like couple frames by couple frames, seeing exactly where it happens.
Rockets, shut up. Bitch, you just ate 5 rockets, shut up. And on the rocket.
Did you see that? Totally normal wyvern laughter.
And on the rocket.
And then you can do something like that. That's like a, you know, a kind. It's a lighthearted, silly little caption for a laugh, because it is loud. It is literally picking the mic.
And on the rocket.
Pretty much. Okay, it's not all the way, but like it gets pretty damn fucking close, okay? And then I'm going to take this one and do asterisk. Hybrid laughter. That's life. That's laughter. Laughter. There we go. And I'm going to spam Control S a few times. I could add, did you see that bitch fly? But like we very clearly did in the clip. So we can pretty much end it there.
Oh, charger. No longer a charger.
One of the really good things, one of the benefits of having two-tone text is that, especially like with this, like with the background that happens sometimes here, we see that it's a little, like, it can be a little, like, hard to read the caption, right? Like, if this wasn't, like, if the blue wasn't here, we might have trouble reading what it says because we don't have enough contrast between the gray and the light of the flashlight. That the blue here is pretty damn helpful, even if it is a little clashing still, but it's good enough. It still works. Something you want to be careful about is also to make sure that the two colors that you choose do not clash with themselves. This is, like, for example, if I did like this here, like this is very, very bad contrast. Like this light blue, there we go. So this light blue here is very, very bad contrast compared to this darker blue, which adds a lot more contrast with the letters. So it is much, much better. The same, cancel text. Let's see. The same would apply if it was like, say it was, let's see. We can see here down at the bottom when I change the colors. Like this blue on blue, absolutely terrible, right? This like olive green and this blue just clash so much that it's just not very good at all. In most other cases here, you are doing just fine. This gray, this like almost purple gray, does clash a lot. This lighter gray is fine. So overall, we're pretty good. Oh, and I increased this by this little thing right here, expand view.
Oh, charger. No longer a charger.
It does cut off your timeline though.
Something bigger.
You can't
Bitch, you
like
just
change
ate
it.
5 rockets. Shut up. And another rocket. Oh, charger.
And I think that that's a pretty snappy, pretty nice clip. I'm going to Control S, and I'm, instead of going to File, actually go to the other end and go to Quick Export. Boom. And again, this standard option should be just fine. We are going to export that, and I'm going to name it the same thing that I have as above, Hex Titan. Save, and then boom. Now it's all saved. And with that, look at that. I've made 2 clips. Isn't that awesome? Wow. In 2 hours. Which is perfectly fine as well. If I was like completely focused on this, I could probably get something out in like half an hour. This is just kind of a relearning experience for me. Like getting, you know, getting back in the groove with everything. All of these different things are going to help you if you make clips. However, this is simply how I do it. However you do it, and if you like what the end result is, then you have done a good job. I want to stress, this is not the way you have to do it. Whatever way works best for you, do it. Whatever works best for you, do it. That is absolutely fine. There is nothing wrong with that. With that said, I am pretty tired, so I am going to send you all to a lovely person that I know. Let me Control C just to make sure I get the name right. And Control V. Boom. There we go. I am going to send you all to Amori Kyushund. Y'all should definitely be nice to her. She is a wonderful gal and super cool and a dog knight. I thank you all for staying with me this time, or this stream. I appreciate it. I should be back tomorrow night for Lethal Company with a bunch of people, and that's going to be a lot of fun. So, don't miss it, or do. It's okay. I don't care. Again, thank you all so much for watching, and take care, and be nice to Momori.